So this whole topic we've been looking at, functions, relations. Let's finish off with just talking about the types of relations we can have. So yes, very special relations are functions. They could be one-to-one. They will be the functions that pass both the vertical and horizontal line test. So we talked about a vertical line test for if it is a function, but these one-to-one functions would also satisfy a horizontal line test. In other words, it's one-to-one. An x value, there is one x value that goes to one y value. One x value goes to one y value. One x value goes to one. What you end up with, this is y equals 2x, but what you should see if you were to draw it is a function that is continually increasing or continually decreasing. And y equals 2x is of course a line which is continually increasing. Our cubic over here would be another example of a one-to-one function. It's continually increasing. It doesn't matter where you go, it's going to satisfy horizontal and vertical. As soon as it stops and comes back down, it's going to fail horizontal. So it can still be a function. That type of function we'd say is many to one. So they're the two types of functions. One to one is the one that's continually increasing or continually decreasing. The other functions are many to one. And here's a set of many to one. We have many x values going to the one y value. So -2 and -2 are both going to the one value. So you have many of them going to 1. That then leads us to the other things that are not functions. So they're still relations though. We can now have one to many. Now that one would just pass the horizontal line test. It'll fail the vertical line test because it's not a function, but would satisfy the horizontal line test. Absolute value of y is equal to x. What would that look like? I'm sure if I'd said y equals the absolute value of x, you go, oh yeah, I know what that looks like. What does absolute value of y equals x look like? What do you reckon?
Like this.
Yeah. It still has that classic V shape of like the absolute value we're used to seeing. It's just on its side now. Because if you look at the function, absolute value of y is equal to x, what we're saying, well, x will never be a negative number. You can't find the absolute value of something and get a negative number. Hence, on the left-hand side, you see it doesn't exist. But on the right-hand side, there are two different y values that could give that x value. And so that's why we see a reflection in the x-axis there. Now, if we look at that, we can see that, yeah, it does satisfy the horizontal line test. It doesn't matter where we put it. It only will cut it once if I drew a horizontal line in, but it fails the vertical line test. So it's a relation. That's what we call one to many, which then leads us to the last type. Oh, you'll never guess what this one's called. Many to many. And it fails both tests. It doesn't satisfy the vertical line test. It doesn't satisfy the horizontal line test. The classic example of that, of course, is the circle. It's the circle. So you've got many x values going to many y values. And they are the four types of relations. So two of them are functions, two of them are just relations. Okay, let's play.